Okay,
Can't wait for
welcome back.
Art.
Oh,
I'll
welcome
fart
back,
when
guys.
Lewis is around.
We got dust mice here. I know I've met a few of them other than Zane, I believe, on the last time. It was like a year ago, and we're still in mask a year later. So this is Zane. Let's introduce everybody, I guess. So Zane, and then I know I've met the dude on the far left.
Hey, I'm Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Who else we got?
I'm Nate.
Nate and
I'm Robbie.
Robbie. Nice to meet
Robbie.
y'all. I'm
Yeah.
Eric. That guy's Brad.
Hey,
Hello.
hey, Eric and Brad.
What
Nice
up?
to meet you guys.
Yeah, Dust
Thanks.
Mice was actually, they were on the show before on May 10th, 2020.
Dang.
So it's been exactly 11 months
Wow.
since we had you guys on. And it's been, it almost feels like longer than 11 months, doesn't it?
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
So
crazy.
I've been pretty social media absent, so I'm not exactly sure what you guys got going on. I believe you guys have an album you've been working on. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the album's been in the can for a little bit, but it's coming out on the 19th. April
On the
19th.
19th.
Nice.
Yeah.
I thought it was the 16th.
Heck yeah.
I think
What's
it's the 16th.
16th.
the 16th? Do we got a name?
Earth 3.
It's called Earth 3.
Nice.
Earth 3. Earth 3. Rock and roll.
And
Do you guys?
so is Hepatitis X off that album?
Yeah.
Nice. I was driving around the barren streets of North Dakota yesterday just listening to Hepatitis X.
Nice.
Right on.
All your friends, all
All
your
right.
friends are gone. Yeah.
Is that when you decided to ask me about the lyrics, Brad?
Yeah, because I was driving around and it's a catchy song, and I was just like, hepatitis, and I didn't know what the words were after Hepatitis X, so I was like, man, I'm sure it's not like on some lyric site I can go to, but I'm like, oh, I can just message someone in the band and just ask them.
Absolutely.
I guess it's kind of misleading
But,
because it's hepatitis hexagon. And
Right.
hepatitis X is just the shortened version of it for the title.
Yeah, and forgive me if I missed the whole idea of it, but what is it actually about?
Well, I mean,
What's anything about
What is this
Yeah.
song really about?
well, it's specifically about two people piloting a generation ship where they sleep on and off for 15 years on, 15 years off, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
But that's just a metaphor, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not to dive deep down a nerdy hole, but is it also reference to a deepness in the sky by chance?
It is. Yeah, we have a couple other songs referencing obliquely, I would say, this same novel by a guy named Werner Vinge, A Deepness in the Sky. Super cool book.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's not
Rock
like
and roll.
Iron Maiden level where we like state the name of the book and repeat that as the chorus of the song.
Does it?
It's just sort of like that's the impulse that the song came from. Like that's, it doesn't really exactly map.
Right.
Did you get?
He took it to a
Yeah.
different place.
Does the album, are like all the songs? Are they all kind of from like different places, or is there kind of a theme within the album of that? Now that's what you're saying. There's like something like I've written like a few songs, and it's so hard for me to like tie songs together. Did you guys try to do that? You know what I mean? Like a theme within the album. I've always been like enamored with bands that do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That like kind of either the music goes song to song to song, or there's like a general theme within the album. Was that the idea, or was it more just songs all came about and you just put them into an album, not to like, take away some mystery from the band?
No, that would be really cool, but no. It's
no,
songs we wrote at practice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
rock and roll, and then not talking shit at
Yeah.
all. I get it.
Definitely not a concept album.
Right.
I think you probably could find some continuity between all the songs, but overall, I don't think we went for that. They just all sort of
Right.
are in this album together.
Rock and roll. So
No.
how have you guys been working on this since the last time we talked? Has this been? Was there songs?
No.
No.
It's basically been done.
For like
Okay.
This
over
whole
a
time.
year.
Yeah. I think we did it.
And you guys just waited the whole time just because of obvious circumstances?
Let's just say we weren't
Yeah,
waiting.
because it was like
we were lazy.
Right.
We're trying to.
no, not exactly. It was just kind of like, what are we gonna do with it?
That's true.
Because like you can't like, it's not like we could do a tour. Like,
Yeah.
we can't like, and we can't even really play live. You know, and after a while, it was just like, well, let's just put it out. You know,
Yeah.
like, what are we gonna do? Sit on it for like forever?
So things are I mean, I'm in Portland, so I'm assuming it's not that far different from the way Seattle is going. It seems like things are starting to, you know, I was just talking to a few people about getting ready to start booking in the next month. Is that in the cards for you guys, or?
Like limited capacity, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. We initially we were working on building out this studio that we're in right now, and you know, that's what we did for the like early part of the pandemic, and then it just kept getting worse and worse. So
Right.
Robbie and I are in another group that also practices here, and we just canceled all practices and started like, you know, recording stuff on our own, and then, you know, editing it, and Robbie like, you know, putting the work in the cloud and stuff like that. And that kind of sucks, but I think that by like mid-May, end of May, we'll be ready to start getting together and gigging again. Yeah. What do you guys think?
I hope so.
I hope it's that soon, but we'll see.
Have you guys
Yeah.
been talking to any venues? Is it looking like any of the local venues up there are going to start booking bands, or?
Not that I know of.
The only one that I've heard
I don't
of
know
is
of
like
anything.
some friends of ours in Tacoma who are opening up, like, it's funny because it's like this super small like craft mead company, but they're doing like assigned seating for like 15 people, you know, for like underground metal bands and stuff. And I just think that sounds like the coolest thing, you know.
And also so not metal.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know, it's not a lot of shows where there's more than 20 people
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
That's true.
Makes you feel good when you fill all the seats, right?
Yeah.
Right. Sold out.
I mean, playing shows is great, and I want to do it as soon as possible. But like, we want it to be safe for everyone. And,
No, absolutely.
you know, if it's gonna be like not a great show because of all the like weird like policies you gotta like put in place, like there's no point in doing it. You know what I mean?
Also, we should probably practice a little bit.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah, a year if you haven't been practicing.
We haven't practiced since what, November?
We did record
that's rough.
We recorded a single with like a Hawkwind cover and an original song, but with only like one or two people in the studio at the same time, and that seemed pretty safe. And it was really fun to record that. I think. You have fun, Robbie?
I did have fun. It just also took like 4 times as long as it normally should have because of the process. But like, it was good to be doing something. But that's going to come out like quite a bit later,
a couple months
after the album.
Did you guys run into that a lot with like having someone in and not being able to have a bunch of people in to do it all at once? Like you record something, then someone else comes in and you like realize a problem down the line, like, oh shit, like, I don't know, I foresee like something like that would happen. You know what I mean? You'd be like, oh damn it, like that's not gonna work, and it's like, fuck, now we got to get A back in here to redo that because that fuck blah blah blah. Did you run into that? I'm assuming you would run into that.
We ran into like things didn't work out how we thought they would, but we just kind of powered through it. And like,
I mean, and that's
things just
people who were in there would just do like extra stuff or like whatever to try to like make up for something, and then we just kind of had to sift through it later. It was just kind of like, oh, let's get more experimental here for a second, and then I'm sure it'll all work out in the end.
Right.
yeah, you just roll it.
heck.
Roll with
Instead
it.
of redoing stuff, it would just be better to do extra stuff.
Heck yeah. So what's the plan for like release? You guys gonna do like a few songs, or is it all just gonna come out at one time, or?
For the album?
Yeah,
or
for the album.
The single thing of the album. Well, we released 2 songs already as singles.
Okay.
And then
the full album will be on the 16th.
We have videos too. Yeah, then the 16th is the full album.
Okay.
Yeah,
the videos
I
are
watched
out
the
too.
video. I watched the video for Hepatitis X. I like the green light in the saxophone. Because Eric, if you're gonna have a saxophone, you gotta have light in it.
You gotta have,
Yeah.
That was our pandemic video. That was really fun to film.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so like unprepared. I've literally been like social media blind for the last few months. I've just been not doing it. My only
Good
thing
on
has
you.
been this show, and then I go yeah, and then Brad's kind of been the one dealing with all you guys. So sorry, I'm so unprepared. I told him off the bat. I was like, oh no, it'll be great. I was like, I'll have all kinds of things to talk to him about.
I'm with you on that, man. That's a healthy choice.
Yeah.
It's better to stay off. It's better to stay off social media, honestly.
Yeah, just too much.
Better for your
One
brain.
thing
Yeah,
I
just
found
too
out
much.
when we were doing the remote recording and like not having like feedback from other people is that like I don't know how to do that very well. Like so much of my like it sounds so lame. So much of my process is like working things out with other people and like getting the groove together. And it's like they're like, do keyboards on a song that we've never played together now. And I'm like, oh shit. So I did like way too much, 8 layers of stuff. And then when I mixed it, I turned it way up and then sent it to Robbie, and he goes, oh, well, this needs to be 100% quieter than
It
and,
sounded cool as hell, though.
it sounds cool. I had no roadmap because it wasn't like I wasn't seeing if it was clicking with other people, which was
Right.
So I foresee like a bunch of problems obviously with that. Did things come out of it that were super cool? You know what I mean? That wouldn't have happened in a group setting. You know what I mean? Like, whoa, that actually kicks ass. That it, you know what I mean? Like, instead of having a bunch of people in a room and you're all trying to figure something out at the same time,
I think so.
or like, okay, jamming out, you're like, wow, that's actually really cool that it worked out. One, single person at a time, something come out of it.
Ludog
Hey!
has
There were
entered the chat.
Robbie, do you want to speak to that?
There were definitely cool things that
we got
happened
it.
because we did way too much by ourselves.
You're out of frame.
Like, there's a bunch of guitar parts I wouldn't have ever put down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Because I'd be like waiting for Nate to come in with a sax part, but like he hadn't recorded anything yet.
Mm-hmm.
And going back and editing it, it's like, okay, I gotta take out all this guitar, but like there's definitely a few cool parts that like I wouldn't have done. I would have just been playing rhythm. However, circling back to Earth 3, which we did record before the pandemic, where all of us were together in the same room, I definitely prefer that. I think we all prefer that, where we can hear each other. And the idea, like you almost, sometimes you don't even have to talk about it. You just listen to what people are playing.
Yeah.
I did like,
and it was so much quicker.
I did like the challenge of playing with a click track for the first time. Because I think everything else we've recorded so far has been a rhythm, all the rhythm playing together live with no click track. So the demos would be a little different in that sense too.
Do you think that'll be something more like implemented? That's always, that's always been a fun thing to like kind of argue with drummers about, is like, should we get real into click tracks or should we not really get into click tracks? And do you think that'll be like, once this kind of all blows over and everyone's back in the same room, will that be something implemented more, or with the click track? Did you like doing it?
Zane.
I don't necessarily think so. I mean, I feel like going with feel, a little bit of feel. Not always.
Yeah.
I feel like it turns out better if you have a group that can play with a good tempo without a click track. I think it's always better to go without it, because then you get those natural like it speeds up a little bit into the chorus, and then like when it comes out into the bridge, it slows down just a little, but it's not like drastic. Those things make the song more exciting.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you can't get those with a click track, even if you like map out different tempos across the song. Like it just never sounds.
Yeah, no,
as
I
natural.
absolutely agree with you. It's so much more fun to get. I feel like a lot of times you'll have the click track and it gets less freeing. It like tones everyone down. They're like, oh, I don't feel like we can like let it kind of go places, especially when like writing a song.
Sometimes you just want to blaze, man. You just want to like man.
As the bassist, I find it impossible to listen to the click track. I had to take the headphones off and listen to the drums.
Yeah. No, it's incredibly difficult. I hate the click in the background too. It would be almost impossible to do it though, person by person by person, without going with the click track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's evil though. Like I'm sure there will be like a song later at some point where we're like, yeah, a click track is the right decision.
Mm-hmm.
But I think mostly our ethos is definitely like playing live together as a group.
Oh yeah.
You know, and if you can do that well without a click track, you might as well just not use one.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the Earth 3 songs we've fleshed out.
We have our click track right here.
Oh, thanks. Man.
There you go. Hell yeah.
All the Earth 3 songs we sort of fleshed out live, and so like the 2 demo songs are way different. They're just more I don't know what the word would be. I don't know. Clean, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, we trimmed a lot of extra parts that we would normally keep in if you like are gigging or in playing a song over and over live. We were like, no, let's just keep it to just verse and chorus, nothing else. So that was pretty interesting.
Yeah, if we jammed on them as a group and recorded them like that, they probably would have been like 3 or 4 minutes longer.
Yeah.
We hate long songs.
And you know, some of the songs on Earth 3 are like that, where the like song part is like 4 minutes, but there's like a bunch of like instrumental jamming.
I got a question for you guys. What have you guys been up to musically during this? I guess since last May.
You know,
listening to?
Listening to? Or
yeah, Brad doesn't play.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry.
No. It's all good.
I took drum lessons for 2 years.
Hell yeah.
Back in Sandpoint, but then I stopped.
Yeah, and with me, as soon as the pandemic hit, it wasn't the pandemic. I was kind of on that trajectory anyways, with just all the people I was playing with just had other shit going on. And then about 2 months ago, once I started I broke my ring finger about 2 months ago.
Oh.
And as soon, like one of the most important fingers. And as soon as that happened, that's when I got the most inspiration to play again. Like, you know, when you can't play, I was like, man, I just want to, every day I was like, man, I just want to go play. So I've been slacking hard. I haven't played at all. I want to. The last 2 months has been killing me.
Yeah, he had a cast on his.
That's why you gotta get into like synth music.
Yeah. I miss my guitar. I want to go play my guitar so goddamn bad.
Damn, that's brutal,
It's been
man.
killing me. Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
You shouldn't have
it'll
hit
come
your
back.
finger with a hammer.
Yeah.
Bad
Blasted it
decision.
with a hammer.
I broke my
Compromise. What are you gonna do?
I broke my like pinky knuckle when I was fighting a car.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Those damn cars.
Yeah,
You remember?
Those
damn cars.
He was hanging with me.
But then we had a gig like a week later or something. In the other group that Robbie and I are in, and we played it. And I really should have canceled it. It was the worst decision I could have possibly made.
Oh my God.
Because I was just in like extreme pain. I had to load drums with like a broken knuckle. And it was
Oh my God.
so stupid. But it was like exactly that same thing. And like it made me like, I will conquer this. It cannot stop.
Yeah.
And that's a bad decision to make.
Yeah.
You know.
Do we all have stories about playing shows or whatnot with broken hand or broken appendix? Because I remember playing the last Dead Baby festival we played. I had a broken hand still. I played it in a cast, which
Yeah.
I thought
Oh,
was
God.
super cool.
There was also the show that I couldn't play because I had broken ribs.
And you can't really play a
Oh,
set.
yeah, that's right.
But you guys played, and it was great.
It was naked.
It was naked.
I played once when I had a thrown
I
out
thought you were
back.
lying on a
Come
couch.
on.
Or... I remember that, yeah.
when I prop myself up against the pole.
Oh,
Oh wait, El
Hell yeah!
Corazon. So yeah, El Corazon.
So what-
There's like this. Have you guys been to Seattle?
A few
sometimes.
times. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm definitely not privy to a lot of shit in Seattle.
Well, El Corazon is like a sort of like Mike Thrasher presents. He puts on a bunch of shows in Portland too. That's like
Mhm.
it's sort of like a where like corporate underground metal tours and hardcore and like Rancid and stuff like that. Or like Unwritten Law will play a reunion tour, like that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Anyway, they're closed now, officially closed, and they're gonna.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that place has like a 30-year
that.
history.
Like forever.
Yeah, and like
Somebody
it used
else
to,
will pick it up.
what did it used to be
Wow.
called, Nate?
Graceland and
Graceland.
off ramp.
Off ramp, yeah,
The off ramp was the '90s when it was like super
yeah. They just
popular.
So no one will know the pain of having the pole
Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
way.
The very
again.
first show that I attended when I moved to Seattle it happened to be Skeletor was opening, and I saw Robbie and Pat play at El Corazon.
wow.
yeah.
Pretty weird, and then like 5 years later, I ended up joining up with them.
Yeah, so I think like more than 30 years.
That's crazy.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. I mean, it wasn't the greatest place. The bouncers were like super violent.
No, it was terrible. It was a
That was
terrible.
a venue.
It was a terrible venue, but
Still sad
Yeah,
to see
because it
though.
existed.
Yeah, exactly.
It actually existed. Yeah.
somebody else
Yeah.
will pick it up. It's a historic place. Somebody else will pick it up and turn it back into the off ramp or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying for 6 months, and I really hope it's the way it goes. Is that when this is kind of all over and everything starts opening back up, that the want for like local music will at least hold on for a year. I'd hope, you know what I mean, to where people want to kind of support the underground push, because it's the last I would say since the 70s. It's really hard being kind of a band without something on the radio or something like that. And I'm hoping people all stuck in their house will come to like realize how fun it is to go out. And then so not only for the bands, but then also the venues, like, kind of please God, hold on to all these like small venues, which is really the only place for a lot of bands to like get, to get out there and do that. That
Right.
sucks for that. And I'm sure again, I'm so out of the loop on social media and shit like that, but I'm sure a lot of places in Portland, kind of fingers crossed that all these places can just hold on,
Yeah, I wonder if at some point
through the pandemic.
they'll realize that giving 2 drink tickets to the band is not payment.
Yeah. But I mean, you got to. I mean, totes my goats. It sucks so bad being a musician trying to focus on being a musician, but then also to like the venues. I mean, it's hard because a lot of people don't go out and support it. You know what I mean? Like you do a $5 cover and they're like, oh, I don't want to pay a $5 cover. It's like, come on, man, there's shit to pay for here. Like, I mean,
Right.
not to hate on fans, but hopefully that hopefully that fucking increases to
I
where
think
there's a good
people will be
push.
coming out.
Yeah, I do too. I bank on it.
I think at least for a while, the shows are going to be really awesome.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm like hoping at least 6 months people are just gonna love it. You know what I mean? Just like fuck, we're finally able to go do shit, support bands, blah blah blah.
I think you brought this up when we talked last time too, Eric, where you're saying, since everybody's been cooped up inside, maybe there'll just be this boom when the live shows, live venues start opening up again.
Mhm.
So it's just, I mean, I think that will happen. It's just been, a year plus or whatever instead of 3 months.
So even more so, hopefully now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta say, I'm pretty resigned to not caring about the money part of things,
Right, yeah.
and like just wanting people to be like, play the song I like,
Right.
Yeah.
and
Let's have fun.
yeah, because you really
Chicken
do,
booties.
especially when recording is like the most fun part for me. But you make that so people will listen to it, not so you can have it on your own hard drive,
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So what's the next steps? You guys gonna start working on more recordings, or is it just kind of focusing on maybe practicing up?
We have, I mean, Lewis will tell you.
We have a back catalog of stuff to work on.
Yeah, we have
for
enough
sure, yeah.
bones of songs that we could create a full meat song in a couple of months and put a full album out.
But
like-
we,
Yeah, as soon as we can start jamming, we got
been a while
stuff
since we played.
that'll just roll out.
Yeah, because we were practicing for a while.
We got some really good ideas too.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
rock and roll. We never met, by the way. I'm Eric, the guy in the back. What was it again?
I'm Lewis.
Lewis, the bass player.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, always late.
The
Yeah.
bass player is always late, man.
Come on, Governor.
Yep.
Well, rock and roll. Thank you guys. Anything else you guys
Yes.
want to add? Any news or anything you want to throw in?
Just want to reiterate, Earth 3 will be released on April 16th. You can find it on all the streaming platforms and check out our Bandcamp.
To pre-order. We also have 2 music videos up on YouTube. I don't know if these guys talked about it previously, but there's one for Choom Wagon and there's one for Hepatitis X. Definitely check those out.
We have the channel on YouTube, so they'll be on there. And if you go to our Instagram page, you can find all the links to all those.
Awesome, possum. And post episode, send any information you want to Brad, and he'll throw all that stuff inside, notes and stuff like that, and all the links should be, on there.
Great. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thanks for taking the time, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
I love Hepatitis X.
Thanks
No,
for
thank
talking
you.
to us.
Yeah.
Awesome, possum. Well, thank you guys.
Go ahead
Until
and
next time.
Go ahead and hit
Oh.
like and subscribe.
Yeah. Thank
Awesome,
you.
possum.
Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you guys.
Bye.
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 Rock and roll.
Who know I